Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Zcast. Today I am joined by Derangel and Kyle.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, and I am Burnerator. Now,
Sure with that?
I'm
Be Burn.
pretty sure.
Maybe check your underwear lately.
Yes, I'm Burn. Now let's get right into it, shall we? Let's go over the previous matches. First off, we have the Vals versus the Dragon Ball Warriors.
Talk about a match that I did not expect to go the way it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought the Vals would have won that match.
Yeah,
Especially with O'Reilly, but
she was almost a non-factor.
Yeah.
I mean, she did a couple of B2s, and she was pretty impressive, but compared to the Dragon Ball Warriors, she just wasn't able to keep up, and their Fasha just got wrecked.
Yeah, that was Val's strongest team, too, because they had Pan sitting.
Yeah, they had the strongest Vals, and the DB Warriors, in my opinion, had the strongest DB Warriors team as well.
Yeah, they were both teams were just on point.
Who did DBW sit out again this week?
Early Goku.
Early Goku.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so it was battle of the strongest.
Yeah. They were all, both sides were really good, except for Fasha just got completely outplayed.
Yeah.
That was pretty much probably what lost him the match, was Fasha getting outplayed so badly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because usually she's the one that's able to turn the tide of a fight, but...
That was a divisional match, and the Dragon Ball Warriors have one up on the Vals.
Yeah, that was definitely one of DBW's big matches for the season. Though I kind of feel bad for them, because they got they beat the Vals, which is good for them, but they also have to worry about the Rugrats and the androids in their division.
Yep.
It's
going to be hard. Thankfully, they don't need to face them for another few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have plenty of time to prepare.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about match one?
I'm surprised Fasha didn't last long enough to go ape, or even Goku didn't.
Yeah.
Night map, so that could be kind of fun.
Yeah. That could have been pretty awesome, but they were just out for blood.
So I would love to see ape versus ape.
Mm-hmm. I think we saw that last season.
Yes.
Anyways, on to match 2, another divisional match. The Blades versus the Saiyans, which the Blades won.
Papillon was back in form.
Oh yes, Spamion is back.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and the Blades finally got their first win for the season.
Mm-hmm. Which, from the preseason and even the off-season, they've been, or at least Wicked was, spouting that their best player, or their most consistent player, was Yajirobe, yet they benched him.
Yeah. Which
I find kind of odd.
Honestly, from my experience, Yajirobe can be amazing. He has moments where he is an absolutely outstanding player. The whole idea of, he'll spam Senzu-bean. He won't. He never will. AI will always focus on super unyielding spirit because it costs less.
Mm-hmm.
That's most AIs. If it costs less, they'll use that more. Like for example, a good character. How about Krillin? He's expanding energy wave all the time instead of Kamehameha because expanding energy wave costs less. With AI prioritizes things.
Yeah. Well, technically they both are even.
Are they both the same cost?
Yeah. They're both at 3. But
that makes no sense then.
he does prioritize Solar Flare more than After Image Strike.
To be fair, that's probably a better idea in some cases.
Yeah. Any thoughts, Kyle?
No, I'm just happy to see the Blades, come back and win, because for the rest of this, the earlier parts of the season, they kind of didn't look as spectacular as a team as we've seen them before. But I think they're finally catching their stride and getting back on to.
They have really strong characters. Just a matter of finding the builds that work for them and hoping they work consistently.
Yeah.
As I've seen, Trunks was really good this last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking their choice of base form is going to be a really good choice for him.
Yeah, he's been a bit more consistent in base form. Speaking of that match, the Saiyans. Do we have anything to say about the Saiyans?
I don't remember what the Saiyans did in that match. Nappa was okay.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising.
Yeah, Nappa's biggest problem is his B2s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, aside
from
people stand there and take damage like Papillon did.
Yeah, there were a few times where he was able to knock them back, and then while they're flying, do a B2 and catch them.
The Trunks or someone that actually dodged out and still got hit by the B2. So
yeah, that was not his volcano explosion, but the other one.
Yeah. They're both that range, and when they hit, they're powerful. It's just getting them to hit sometimes.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Scouter was okay. He was just getting outplayed.
Scouter hasn't been as amazing as he usually.
Yeah. Ever since the end of season 4, he's been kind of meh.
Yeah, he had his moments last season, but just not that top 4.
Yeah.
The Saints are still a scary team.
And I was surprised that Bardock was doing so well. He seems to be their most consistent character now.
Well, he was pretty consistent in the past couple seasons, hasn't he been?
Yeah, but they've been shifting him slowly from being the whole Glass Canyon with Style of the Strong to just heavy B2 to lesser B2 to more of a spammy build. This week, I believe he was on a Key Plus build.
His B2s are good for spamming. Just gotta AI does it.
Yeah.
It's always a trick with those kind of those builds. Just will the AI spam enough to make
it worth
work?
it. Yeah, he had Key Plus 1, Power of Rage, Serious, Indignation, Fighting Spirit, and Savior.
Oh, that's kind of a that's kind of a key melee build. Interesting.
Yeah.
He has decent melee.
Yeah, he does.
All the Saiyans do, really. Well, Napus is good, just a little slow. It's still good.
Yeah. Well, it was still an impressive match. Fun to watch. However, the Blades were able to win it out. So on to match 3, the Gohans versus the Margins.
Going to match 4.
But
oof, that match.
Don't care. No, I mean, this one was just... It was a good match because thankfully my team brought it back close somewhat towards the end. But no, the Gohans they figured out how to counter Majub hard.
Yeah.
Plus with some derping from Majub, he just went down like a ton of bricks against Ultimate Gohan with his power body.
Ultimate Gohan was kind of amazing. Yeah, power body. Ultimate was just on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the Mirage Pitar worked for one B2, so I don't know if it was extremely necessary.
I mean, it's 1 point, so not that bad.
Oh yeah, but no. No, they did a great job with figuring out where one of the spots.
A Mirage will come later.
Yeah. No, because they had Mirage on their opener and their closer, so they were prepared for wherever I put Majub, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Kid Gohan in Mirage.
That wasn't actually Mirage. That was after Image Strike.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, God,
that was incredible.
I mean, I knew that in theory that would work with an after Image Strike being able to miss, because I think it gives it like a couple seconds and it misses all attacks that are coming in or something.
It's more like a 5-second duration.
Yeah, a couple seconds, and oh my God.
Yeah, that was just...
Because usually whenever they miss one of those things, they just go behind the person.
Or to the side.
No, no, he wanted to show off.
Yeah, what B2? What B2? What B2?
Just like 4 or 5 times he just kept moving backwards.
Yeah. And Teen Gohan did better this week. Yes. Not old Teen Gohan levels of good, but he was still pretty decent. Yeah.
He's improving. They're getting there. I'm starting to think that putting him on Super Saiyan 1 wasn't that bad of a choice now. But the thing is,
we'll see.
If you kept him on Super Saiyan 2, you wouldn't have to have this developmental process of, let's find the right AI and the right build and all of this. You would just have it.
But he could be a really massive monster again later in the season, so we don't know.
But like Burns said, they have to spend half a season to try to get him back onto a build that is similar and somewhat comparable to a monster build that he already had.
Yeah.
Yes. Without the use of Father-Son Kamehameha, which last year with Super Plus 2 was hitting for upwards of 23,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know.
It's more than half a character's health immediately when he hits the field.
Yeah. That is scary ultimate.
Yeah.
Was. Scary
Could still do it. I mean, Super Kamehameha isn't bad either, but...
Yeah, it's just... the damage... Yeah, the damage is just...
Yeah, but we'll see what comes of him.
Yeah, plus it's not a cutscene, which is inherently worse.
Cutscene ultimates are always good.
Oh yeah. I mean, if a character flies away then flies into the beam, with Super Kamehameha they take less damage.
Yep.
With a cutscene ultimate, they take the full amount of damage, period.
Either hits or doesn't hit. Simple as that.
Or it hits when they're on the ground and they take half damage.
Yep.
If they fly away and hit it again, full damage. So it's... I'll stop harping on it for now. But next week...
We'll harp on it again.
Yeah. So yeah, no, Gohans are getting back into a nice scary pace.
Man, if Ultimate can keep up that pace, oof.
Yeah.
Oh
Ugh.
my
Usually
god!
he's never bad per se. He's not the character you always think of and go, oh, the amazing character part of the Gohan is Ultimate Gohan. He's usually kind of the, oh look, Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah. He's always been that like average, consistent guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since that old guy touched him, he's kind of been weird, acting a little bit strange. But
Yeah.
Kid Gohan looked incredibly good. Ultimate Gohan looked really good. Freaking Future Gohan looked amazing.
They're all just on point.
Yeah.
Well, Future is generally really good.
Mm-hmm. But that is the reason why we are focusing on Teen Gohan so much.
Yep.
Is
everyone
because
else is...
you have improved everybody else on your team to a point where if you still had Teen Gohan Super Saiyan 2, you would be dominating.
Oh,
And by dominating, we're talking like up with like cold Super Saiyan levels, possibly.
Yep.
Probably a bit more, in my opinion. Because Father Son Kamehameha versus a Supernova cutscene still kind of wins. It depends on the timing, but yeah.
Speaking of cold?
Yeah, speaking of cold, match 4, Super Saiyans versus Cold.
Or cold.
I was so torn on this match.
Yeah.
Because I wanted Super Saiyans to lose because they're in my division, especially after the loss I had.
Mm-hmm.
But I also wanted to see a lot of people lose a bunch of fake money in the betting system.
Oh, yes.
Man, Cold just got trounced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly did not think... I thought it would be a lot closer than what it was.
Just Frieza just boof.
Yeah, Frieza, just Frieza.
It's not that he did bad. He was just outplayed every moment he had. He didn't have to do much.
Yeah, he didn't have the opportunity to really do anything. He did a B2.
Yeah, he didn't even throw out an ultimate, did he?
Transformed before you could, yeah.
He did Nova Strike, and that's it. The rest was melee.
It was a good Nova Strike.
Yeah, it was a very good Nova Strike.
It's just the fact that he got outplayed constantly.
Yeah.
Well, I think there was a hiccup with the lineup, right? Like he came in earlier than he was supposed to or something?
Yeah. Cooler was supposed to come in first, or second, so he was supposed to...
Even Meta got kind of beat on a while.
Yeah.
Meta got his ultimate, and then...
Yeah, Mech Frieza.
Yeah.
I can't really remember... King Cold was doing well.
Oh,
yeah. He was going toe-to-toe.
Oh, yeah.
With
Trunks.
Yes.
Trunks, yeah, which is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, without a doubt.
Damn impressive. On an AI, I want to point this out, on an AI that they literally just tested and immediately put him on.
Yep.
That's a good AI then.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But as soon as Trunks transformed, he just turned into a different kind of monster.
Trunks is always a monster. Trunks is generally in that form.
Yeah.
He generally is a lot more aggressive and just a lot more generally powerful.
We saw that form a lot last season, so...
All season.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good form.
Then there's Vegeta 1 and Vegeta 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are scary.
Mid Vegeta didn't really get the chance to do anything. He kind of got wrecked.
Yeah. Kind of rare to see Mid Vegeta get wrecked that bad.
Yeah. And again, that was on a new AI as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not like Cold did bad. It didn't quite get it.
Goku did really well as well.
It's rare for Goku to do that well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Super Saiyan's Goku. Especially the end Goku is usually very...
Yeah, he's very finicky.
Yeah.
And he on Frieza AI, he's been doing actually really, really well. They've actually finally found a place where he can at least do something. Like come in and just... Every single time he comes in with Savior, he does instant Kamehameha.
Yeah, and it seems like Super Saiyan 1's a really good form for him.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Oh, without doubt.
Made him better.
Yeah.
Weird.
He derps less with less hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
and, they could actually be considered canon in some ways, but.
All right. Well, unfortunately, Cold lost to the Super Saiyans. So. On to match 5, Rugrats versus Androids, another divisional match.
And another big surprise.
Yeah, Gotenks just was a non-factor.
Now, when I say surprise, I don't mean Androids winning was the surprise. They're a great team. Both of the teams are great teams.
Just
the big surprise was the fact that Androids did it with 3 characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Gotenks were just
because 16 didn't even touch the field, right?
Yeah, he didn't.
There was a lot of Jiro beating the crap out of people.
Mhm.
Oh, Jiro. Jiro has become a really, really good character these last couple seasons.
Yeah, he has. He's really come into his own.
Since they found the
And-
AI that likes to grab, he's just been on fire.
Mm-hmm. Rugrats, though, they just
Right?
Gotenks wasn't able to really do anything.
No. Cell Jr. was just outplayed.
Yeah.
Goku was not great.
Yeah, Goku was all right. He did pretty
Yeah.
good. It's just that Gotenk's not really doing anything. It could be akin to an AI derp, but we don't really understand how the AI works with fusions.
I'm thinking maybe it's the AI that fuses is the primary.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it works, but it's hard to tell, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that plus you're going up against a 17 with Power Body that is
Ugh.
just amazing.
Yeah. That's really what got them the bad start was the fact that Cell Jr. was going up against 17 with Power Body.
Yep. And
Yeah.
17 with Power Body, just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was just beautiful but ugly at the same time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Kind of like your match.
No.
Kind of like our match, right, Durangel?
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But yeah, that's about the extent of that. I mean, it wasn't necessarily that they did bad. It was just androids were.
Yeah, the androids were on fire. And
Yep.
so far, going to Kame House, essentially trading home maps with the Earth Defenders, has been working out with for them.
Oh yeah, because the water. I mean, water still slows them down, but it's not as much of an issue with androids as it is with everyone else.
Yeah, where every other active charger, they have to power through and they have to spend more and more time in the water. The androids can keep up their aggression and still charge, even if it's at a slower pace.
Yeah.
User in your channel timed out.
Awesome. So, on to match 6. Booze versus Ginyu Force. There's another divisional match. I know he dropped out. He'll join us, hopefully.
Oh yeah, Boo vs Ginyu.
Yes.
Raccoon!
Yes!
Raccoon! What? That derp lost them the match. That was it. That was they would have won. Holy crap, that match was amazing. Even
It was-
Ginyu was toe to toe with Kid Boo.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Seriously, keep that AI on Ginyu.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Jeez.
There is no reason to change that.
No, that
At
was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely see Kid Boo ever go toe to toe with Kid Boo like that, especially Ginyu, arguably one of the worst characters in the league. Damn.
Yeah.
That whole match was just really good.
Yeah.
So Jace got kind of beat
He
down.
kind of got wrecked a bit.
Then Berta came in and just kind of fixed that
User
problem.
entered your channel.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Kaya.
That was the gnomes.
Yeah.
Talking about
No,
Boo
Yeah,
Boo versus Ginyu.
Oh, you mean the match that I wanted Ginyu to win really badly, and
Yes.
it was such a shame to see them not?
They lost by half a health bar? Or less?
yeah. They
Yeah,
were
it was-
so close.
And
And
it
even
was,
with Raccoon's derp, they were still so close to winning.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because he got sniped from across the field with a Kamehameha, right?
Stood there.
Yeah, he stood there.
Then stared at it.
He said it was pretty looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if not for that, their match would have been theirs. That would have been serious upset.
Yeah.
But either way, just getting close to a team like that is a good sign.
Mhm.
Especially the fact that Ginyu went toe-to-toe with Kid Buu.
Yeah, we just
He
said
took-
that.
Oh,
It's worth saying multiple times because
Yes.
Ginyu went
It
toe
is
to toe with
amazing.
Kid Boo.
yeah, because Kid Buu, for the longest time, even if stats-wise he wasn't the highest damaging, he was still one of the most frightening characters in the
Yes,
league.
he still is. His melee is really good. He has
See,
great V2s.
I don't think he
Fast.
is like he used to be.
No, but
he's-
he's still good.
No, I know, but he's still good, but I don't think he's as scared. He's not as big of a monster. It's like the same thing
No.
that happened with Tambourine.
Yeah.
He was amazing in the beginning, but then he started losing
Well, it's
steam.
because Tambourine got countered last season. People are trying to figure out how to counter that build.
Yeah.
With Kid Boo, it's not as good of a build. He seems to be really good as a starter though.
Mhm.
But they're kind of moving away from just being the come out spam moves, more come out and do melee and spam.
Yeah. They've actually been flip-flopping his build between a spammy build and a melee build to try and throw people off. It's very
Okay.
interesting.
yeah,
They're a very good team. So
And I want to point out, I face them next week.
oh boy,
And the thing is, every week so far they've benched or they've started with a different person. Even in the preseason, they started with a different person. Every single one of their members has started. How the fuck?
Sounds like someone I know.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, I've been doing that on purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because I helped them out with the off season, I will not be really taking much of a part in this week's preparation for the booze. I'll just let my team, my supporters do that, and then I'll just post the builds. Because I have a pretty good idea of who they will bench just because I helped them make their rotation schedule. So for now, I'm staying out of that.
So, match 7.
Yes, match 7. Muscle versus Namek.
Wow.
I did not think Muscle was going to lose this one.
No, Broly just got completely eaten.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, don't let Broly transform. Okay, dead.
Well,
Wow.
they didn't even let 13. No, Broly transformed.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah, he
13
Oh, no, that's right.
didn't.
He
13
transformed,
didn't
got-
transform.
Yeah. Transformer still got slaughtered.
Yeah, he did.
I think 13 got more slaughtered than Broly.
Yeah, 13 just got early picked.
Yeah.
Now, for last week, week 2, I thought that early Piccolo wasn't really that good of a character, so I didn't really expect him to come in first
Yeah.
with Power Body.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
wreck.
Oh,
Made
he
it work.
completely wrecked.
Yeah.
He took down almost 2 full characters, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Garlic started doing better when he transformed, which is rare.
Yeah, he even got a couple grabs off, which is rare since with how slow it is.
Yeah.
Tried getting Makio Star off, just did not work. Timing was just not good.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that early pick, man.
Yeah. They were all doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly a week of characters
Uh,
doing good. Most of the week.
Go ahead, Kyle.
was there a character on on Namek that didn't even touch the field?
I think Tambourine didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know that
remember him.
King pick was there. I know that early pick was there.
Let me check their lineup.
Nail was there.
I don't know. It wasn't that close of a match.
Oh, well,
Not
Tambourine
as
was
close.
rotated out, so that's why.
Oh, yeah, but
So Tamara definitely does stuff in the field.
All right, okay, so I think they were still up by like 2 or 3 health bars, though.
yeah. But yeah, it was really well played by Namek. That build on early Piccolo is so good, but I have a feeling that eventually it will turn out to be like Tambourine was last season.
I'll get countered
Where-
eventually.
Yeah, where they get this whole bunch of really good wins, really strong wins, and then people start countering him, and then he just can't keep up.
That's sometimes the problem with Namek is they don't change their builds very often.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of it, yeah, it works, but at the same time, well, is it just Mesbury on the team, or is there some other people helping him out?
If I recall correctly, there are 2 or 3 people helping him out. I'm not too sure.
They did a good job this week with the slightly changed builds, so.
Yeah.
All right, now on to match...
questions.
Match 8. Another really, really not very close game, unfortunately.
No.
I think
Yeah.
it was it may have been the most non-close of the night, sadly.
Yeah.
Of the season so far?
Of the season, maybe.
So far,
Yeah.
maybe.
That was... Why, Dodoria? Why?
Yeah, it goes to show you what happens when my team actually shows up and does stuff.
My team fits its name?
Yeah. I honestly...
Devilman still did good. In fact, he did incredible.
Yeah, he was actually pulling it back.
Yeah.
Which is kind of
Pretty well.
scary. It's like, Devilman, you were actually kind of making this a fight. That's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you know what I think was the best part of that match? What's his face interrupting Present Bomb and kicking
Oh, yeah.
Hercule in
Yeah,
the
I'm
nuts.
Yeah.
Yamcha.
That is just like, I'm just like, what?
Yamcha was winding up for a punch to the nuts anyways, and Hercule went, Present! Boom!
Kick. It's like, that's never happened before. It's like, that's...
Oh, man.
And then, of course, MVP did not do any damage, so...
Mm-hmm. Poor
Herc only did 2v2s that whole match. Then he got
Yeah.
killed. And Dodoria did nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what got into Yamcha. I thought he was going to be an okay starter, I didn't think he was going to be that good of a starter.
Yeah.
A nearly hitting elite starter? No. If he hadn't tagged out, he probably would be elite easily.
Well, he took out most of the Doria. He took out Herc, and he took out most of 19.
He might actually hit it then.
Yeah.
19 was trying. He just got outplayed again.
Scuddy declared him elite in the fantasy league, so we'll have to get hard numbers to see if he's actually elite or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, he'll be really close.
Yeah.
I'm happy with Devilman's performance, at least. Devilman turning out to be a rather scary character.
Mm-hmm. He is doing really well.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was definitely a great pickup.
With 11k on a B2.
Mm-hmm.
That's Now, if I could get him to fight Ultimate against someone evil, I'd be really good shape.
Indeed.
Anyway, yeah, that was that match.
Yeah, and on to the questions. First off, here's one thing that I forgot to do. I forgot to ask people to give me questions when we started the Zcast.
Don't
but
worry,
we will do that next week.
We have a good amount of questions as it is.
Yes, we do.
Do you want me to read them?
Sure, if you like.
Sure. Let's start. Our first question comes from Malachi. His first question is, any chance of Super 17 being let back into the league next season?
No.
Not only no, hell no.
Well, okay, let me put it to you this way. You know Pilaf, right? When he is transformed, he has a B2 called Gatling Gun that does a base of about 10,000. That's a very weak ultimate. That's with Super -1 weak ultimate. Okay? Now, the Super 17 with no minuses, no nothing, has that base. Period. Think of Finger Blitz Beam with no drawbacks, and it fires a lot more often.
On an android's team that doesn't need 8 or 16.
And he charges fast.
Yes, he does. He has one of the fastest charging charge rates out of any android. Period.
17 is fast.
That is without high tension and tension up and all that. No.
Never.
I know that wasn't a joke, but no.
Yeah, just in case anyone started to ask again.
Or you ask, no Shenron either.
Yes, no Shenron.
Or Pycon.
And no Dr. Giro. No.
Ooh.
No Dr. Giro on the androids.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure he's allowed on the Majins. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And no giant bug guy either. And his, half a screen filling ultimate.
Oh, Hirugadarn?
Yeah. His ultimate is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I don't like Explosive Wave, but it teleports.
Yeah.
Which is scary.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question from him that we can't really answer. Are there any Vegeta skits coming up? If not, thank you for the ones you did, Squee, as they were quite entertaining. Unfortunately, Squee is not with us right now.
Well, what's the answer for him?
Sure. Yeah, I'll tell Squee to get right on it. Whoopsh. Yeah.
Yeah.
At this moment, we don't know of any other skits coming up.
Yeah, I can probably ask and put it in the responses if you want. If not, man. On to the next question.
Yes. Next question comes from Sith Spawn. To Squee. Are there unicorns and dragons in your imaginary world where Fasha has stood a chance in a 1v1 versus Nam at some point? Because that would be awesome. Smiley face. Or stick tongue out face. P.S. This is not meant as a dig against the Vals in any way. Fasha is scary as hell in general. Nam just has her number. Also not a dig at you, Squee. I just gotta defend Nam because DB Warrior pride.
Uh-huh.
Again, Squee is not here, but I hang out with him a lot, and I can tell you he lives in a fanciful world where dragons and unicorns actually live in his head. It's great.
It's called Ardenfall.
Yes, it's called Ardenfell. Join us every Thursday.
Ting.
Next question.
Yeah, that's another one can't answer sadly because Squee's not here. Also from Sith Spawn. On another note, is there any particular reason East Kai is being read after West Kai when you go over the standings the last few weeks? E.g. North, West, East, South instead of North, East, West, South. Obviously, everyone on the forums knows the order of the Kai divisions for the most part, but it could be confusing for viewers who aren't as intimately familiar with the league's inner workings. That's just me trying to screw with your OCD.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll talk to Squee within the next couple of days.
Yeah, it's just honestly a mistake we didn't realize we were doing. So we'll try to make sure we do it in order. We'll do south, north, west, and east from now on.
Yes. Yes. Also, if in case you haven't noticed, Squee has been pronouncing the Super Saiyans as just the Saiyans. And so there is a Saiyans in North Kai and a Saiyans in East Kai. So I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, it's just a mistake that happens.
Yeah, it happens. If he goes back and tries to correct himself, it interrupts his flow, and you don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that.
Bad things happen when his flow's interrupted.
Yes. He starts to get giggly. On to the next question.
This one is from Vindicated57. Rebel, now that you have taken a step back from your admin duties, how will the Zcast be impacted? Are teams still allowed to reach out to you for advice on their builds and rotations?
I think they answered that today.
Yeah.
Impacted by burn.
Yeah, now that Rebel has taken a step back, I hope temporarily, because now I've gotten DMZs, HJKs, and now Rebels duties on top of the duties I already had just put on me. I am taking care of the Zcast for now. Hopefully I can shirk that over to Kai over here.
Yo.
But that'll probably start next week. Are teams still allowed to reach out to him? Sure, you can still reach out to him. I'm not too sure how active he will be because, like we said, he's concentrating on university. He's trying to finish off his degree.
But actually, if you want, reach out to someone. Reach out to someone that's independent. Squee.
Yes, you can still reach out to Squee.
Yes.
No, we never announced his announcement.
Yes. Squee has decided that he is stepping back from Earth Defenders and is going to be in all the private threads as a mod.
Admin.
Admin, whatever, as a thing, big overseeing Big Brother, whatever.
Yeah. He wanted us to tell you how happy he is that almost every team in the league is hard at work, trying not just to build a good team, but to counter their next opponent. Everyone is analyzing what their opponents have done in the past and is trying to actively counter it. However, he wants to caution every team that since everyone is doing this, winning teams are just going to be the ones that do it better. So keep at it. Don't be discouraged.
Oh yeah, and just work. If you're losing, don't worry. Just take the time to figure out every match, win or lose. It's a learning experience. You learn something about your characters, your builds, and your opponent too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lose, even if you lose as badly as I did, don't get discouraged. Take it as an experience and learn from it.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
we've all been there.
Last season, the Earth Defenders at week 5 were 1-4, and then because the team and I just stood there and came together every week to try and counter our opponents, we ended the season with 10-5. So you can do it. You can come back.
Oh yeah. To me, we're only heading into week 4. There's plenty of time to figure things out.
Mm-hmm. It sucks for those teams that have already done divisional matches, but you can still come back ahead.
Yeah. Division matches aren't everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're only useful if there's a tie.
Oh, yes.
Next
Kyle?
question.
No, I think you both covered it pretty well.
Next question.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Let me get back on that tab. From Ubel Mastery. Now, since you have got a chance to see Gotenks Boo, what do you think of him? Do you think going with Gotenks Boo is a good choice over Gohan Boo?
Yeah, Gohan Boo was crap compared to Gotenks Boo. It's a good choice.
I think they should go for Play Super Boo.
No, not base Super Boo, no.
Yes, because Genesis is the best move in the whole game.
Yeah.
Especially when he spams it over and over and over and over.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's one of those cases of a character where I was talking about earlier who loves to spam his cheaper move.
Yeah. Oh, and he also has an ultimate that kills himself.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Suicide ultimate.
There's a reason I didn't pick him up for the Majins.
Well,
yeah, because then you'd have 2.
Exactly. It's you give a pair. It's a winning combination.
Yeah,
the
2 people can't use their ultimates.
The Majins just want to kill themselves. That's the only reason they even exist, is to kill themselves.
All they need now is Chaozu. They can have almost a full team of exploding people.
God, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Chaozu in second form Cell. There we go.
But yes, Gotenks Boo we think is a vast improvement over Gohan Boo, especially when he transformed into Gohan Boo and then was just promptly stomped.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And should we know that even as Gotenks Boo, he can heal.
Yeah.
Yes. But what I said does lead into Ubel Mastery's second question. What do you think about Boo's not tagging? My theory was that gameplay-wise, the buttons to transform and the buttons to tag are similar, in which the Boos never have transformations on since Oob is on the team. But the matches where Oob was out against the Ginyu, or the preseason match where Squee forgot to turn off transformations, the Boos tagged out whenever transformations are off, the Boos never tag. Does this mean that since transformations have to be off whenever Oob is in, that Boos lose that advantage of tagging? What will you do to fix this?
Never seen hurt the Rugrats.
Yeah, hasn't
The
hurt the Rugrats.
The Rugrats still tag with the transformations turned off, so the game being the game, it's just like anything else. It's an RNG. It's the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, there's only, 3 matches when Oob isn't in? I'm sure there have been at least one time where they've tagged.
Yeah.
Just not in recent memory.
But
But,
go ahead.
Burn, we did come up with a solution, though, or a change, right?
Yeah, Squee came up with the solution. Scuddy B asked Squee if he could just have a free Broly's ring on Oob so that they can keep transformations on forever. But keep Oob as Oob, because that is the limitation that we put onto them. There is no way, shape, or form that Oob will be able to go to Majub because Majub is already on the Majins. So,
Damn straight.
because he came to us and asked, we have decided to let it go. To give him a free Broly's ring.
Oh, and by the way, mentioning that, put it on your builds.
Yes, please remember to put it on your builds.
I will
because
forget
from
otherwise.
from now on, transformations will always be on. And
Otherwise, I will forget that it's there. So
yeah,
just
if
add it
you,
to the builds.
if for some reason you forget to put it on your build and Oob transforms into Majub, we're going to have to restart the match no matter what. Okay?
No one will be, and no one will be happy then.
Yeah, nobody will be happy. You remember last season where there was, I do believe, Dragon Ball Warriors versus Valkyries had to be redone 5 times.
5 times? Oh.
Because there was tension up, was wrong, it had to be launched as support, there was a clash wrong, and blah blah blah.
There was emulator issues. Yeah, it was bad.
There was a derp match last season that had to be restarted about 3 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of rotations, build AIs.
Speaking
wonderful
of which,
amount of stuff.
To any teams that are listening, please put who you bench. It makes my life a hell of a lot easier.
Okay.
Because I have to go through and go, hey, who the hell did they bench? And instead of having to sit there and think for a couple of minutes, or look at a spreadsheet or something, I can just go, click, it's there, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can just input it in the spreadsheet without having to think that much.
On the subject of things you should do in builds, please do not abbreviate Pataras.
Yes.
No. I understand, like, starting attack and defense, that's fine, but no QFA or KSA, whatever, please. It already takes me an hour to do builds, that just takes longer sometimes, and it increases the chance of messing things up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. I think we have dwelled on this
a while.
Long enough.
Next question.
Yes, this next question is from Dylan Wernest. Based of the stats of the team so far, and of all the underdogs that did well, Namek and Ginyu, do you think by the end of the season the teams will still be rather even in win/loss record, or do you think that teams are going to break away and dominate? I think it's a little too early to predict this, like we said last week.
Last week, we keep saying this over and over. We don't like predicting how things will be at the end because it's week 4.
Yeah,
it's not even week 4 yet.
Yeah, it's
I will get a magic 8-ball and tell you how it is. Let's see.
What do you think? Maybe the only week we should accept these is like the middle of the season, like week 7 or 8.
Maybe, and even then, it starts to become more obvious.
Yeah, but I mean,
at
anything
that point,
can still happen.
Yeah.
Here. Magic 8-Ball says yes, definitely. So there's your answer.
Okay, there you go. Yes, definitely. Okay. On to the next question.
This one comes from Harume Hikari Seki. So what do you think of Frieza jumping the gun and trying, but failing miserably, to steal a spotlight from Cooler right into the perfect counter from him? Personally, I feel like he's being a spoiled brat about taking the spotlight. Any advice how to put him in his place and keep him from doing such attention-greedy things in the future?
Hack the game and fix the RNG?
Yes.
That's what it is.
It's what it will take because, I mean, again, going back to my matches, week 1 against the androids, my rotation got screwed up. Hell, this week my rotation got screwed up.
So did mine.
It happens.
Not mine.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah.
Game,
you know,
for whatever reason,
it's
it
unfortunate.
hates keeping the rotation right. It's not always
game-
going to happen, but it's just the way it's going to go.
The game thinks it knows better.
Yeah.
Which it makes things more interesting, but at the same time, it's frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you're trying to counter another team and then the game goes, lol, no!
Yep.
It's really irritating.
Like,
Now-
hey, let's put out Goten second instead of fourth.
Yeah.
Why? Then, hey, let's have him fuse right away.
Mhm.
Why? Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
next question.
Yes. This one comes from
Sorry for
Havoc.
cutting you off. Sorry, Tarantula. I'm sorry.
This one
Or
comes
not.
from Havoc 313. Do you think teams are effectively countering Power Body, or do you think it's still too early for teams to know how to effectively counter Power Body?
Yes and no.
I don't think it's. I think it depends on the team really, because
Yeah.
I mean, some teams are able to counter it well, like we saw with Burn, Earth
Yamcha,
Defenders
yep.
versus Derp, and then some teams not so well, like in my match.
But I didn't even counter it.
But it doesn't need attention.
Okay, okay.
He still countered it, but
Okay, here's the thing. Yamcha countered it, okay?
Yes.
Yamcha did.
it
Wasn't me.
Yeah, it's like defense plus 3 in Eternal Life last season. It takes time to learn, and Atari, you have to learn how to use and who to use it on well and how to counter it.
Mm-hmm. And if you're that paranoid about Power Body on one character, you can just as easily put 4 Bataras, 1 on each character, that will just let you attack through brick walls.
Yep.
And that is Draconic Aura and Emperor Zora.
Yeah, they're all 4 points, but
Just put it on everyone.
yeah, just
You
know
can,
what? Yeah,
if
you know
you
what? Yeah,
really
yeah,
want
there you
to.
go. Androids, do that next week. There you go. But no, yeah, it's and like I said, the thing with Power Body too is there's a few characters in the league that just beat through it without a problem.
Mm-hmm.
There's like Aurelia can go through it, Kid Buu,
Janemba.
Yeah.
3, Super Saiyan 3. So yeah, I mean it's not, and even then, like again, look at Yamcha, punched his way through it without a problem.
Mm-hmm. That's just normal melee.
Yeah, just a full melee combo.
Mm-hmm.
So do it, or if you're at max power, you can beat through it no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a strong Bataar, but it's not
It's not the best. Plus,
Yeah.
you lose 1 defense.
a lot.
Yeah.
Very hard to gain back.
Mm-hmm. Which, on certain characters like Chaozu, like Babidi, it can be devastating. Because, like Pan, too, they have defense minuses.
Yep.
Or at least I'm pretty sure Pan does. I know that Chi-Chi does.
I know. Put it on Herc.
Yes!
It is.
He has Draconic Aura. Draconic Aura Power Body.
He has no defense by default.
Yeah. He has a negative... He takes 20% more damage from all attacks innately.
Yep.
-4, motherfucker.
Yep.
4.
Yeah, Herc's.
Well, if he didn't, it'd be unfair.
This is why
He is
Herc
the
has
champ.
Draconic Aura. This is why Herc has Draconic Aura.
Yes.
Yes. It's like any Bataar. You just there's many ways to counter and many ways to use it correctly. Just
Mhm.
but it's still, I mean, it's still really early in the season. We'll see how things turn out later on.
Yep. Time for the next question.
Yes.
This one comes from DJ Numa. What do you guys think of King Fasha, Cold, so far this season? Along those same lines, what characters in the league do you think are turning out to be the biggest tanks so far?
It's a lot of stuff, but
I think King Cold's been doing really well, because,
Yes.
I mean, he's been going up against Aurelia and holding his own, against Super Saiyan 1 Trunks and holding his own.
Yep.
So I think he's...
I've said since they picked up King Cold, he's a really good character.
Yeah. He
I-
kind of was lackluster last season, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole team was lackluster last season.
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Cold can be really good,
Oh, yeah.
and he's hilarious.
He's great.
Yes. Now if only
Especially
he
his new
uses
AI.
ultimate. Yes. Now if only he uses ultimate more often.
Yeah.
I love
Which-
Cold Family Power.
Tien is actually a pretty good AI on him, which, in tests at least, seems to use his ultimate quite a bit.
Yes. As for the second question, though, with the tanks, Cell and
Cell.
17 and 17.
Those are tanks?
And 17. Well, they're made of metal and they shoot a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Cells bio-organic.
Yeah.
Grew from a seed.
Gray area. Yeah, no, I think it's a little early to really say
Definitely.
the biggest tanks, but I think at least Cell, 17 are the 2 big ones to
Pilaf.
look at right now.
Pilaf.
Pilaf.
Pilaf, yes.
13. We're just naming androids.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's like the best
8.
tank characters are really hard to tell because Tank's a very different situation this season, I think.
Yeah, I mean, last week I would have said Frieza, but this week he got countered and stomped.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to say so early on when we still haven't seen a lot of these new characters fully tested out if we can call them tanks yet.
People are still growing and figuring out new builds and new leads, especially with all the new coaches. Everyone's still figuring out new things, strategies.
All right, so next and final questions.
Yes, the next 3 questions come from Meister Boo. His first question is, who do you expect to have a longer undefeated streak? Androids or Super Saiyans?
Too early to tell.
Yeah,
Both?
I mean,
both?
But I'm hoping Super Saiyans.
I'm hoping androids.
Yeah, I'm
No,
hoping androids
no,
too.
yeah,
They're not in my
no.
division.
They're not
No,
in my
Super
division.
Saiyans can lose next week, and I think when Androids can lose them. I'm fine with that. But
You know
Um,
what? You know what the perfect is? Neither, because next week they will both lose. How about that?
that works.
Here, let's sign a pact. Both of you need to lose next week. Just take one for the team so I'm right.
I'll accept
Please.
But I mean, yeah, they're both really strong teams, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It all depends
Yeah.
on how good they get countered by the people they're facing.
Yep. Next question. Can you explain how divisional matches matter more than the other 12? Can I do this one?
Yes.
Awesome. So, the reason a divisional match is so much more important than the other 12 matches, not saying that the others aren't important, but in your division alone, when you face someone, one of those teams goes up a win while the other also goes down, gains a loss. So, it's effectively a 2-match swing almost. So, if I'm tied with Earth Defenders right now, they'll get a win and I'll also get a loss. So I have to try to go extra hard with all my other matches. And even if I win all mine, if they still win all theirs, they win.
Yeah. Effectively, if both me and Kyle were both 3-3 and I win against him, he is now 3-4. I am now 4-3. Plus, I have that divisional match up on them. So they're effectively going to have to win twice to get 5-3 or 5-4. Yeah, 5-4 in order for me to not knock them down. Because if we're even, I have the divisional match, so I go up.
What he said.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I think that covers that.
Mhm.
Last question. Have there always been so many elite players in week 3? There's 3 or 4.
Well, I've only been doing it for one season.
Yeah.
There were quite a few last season.
Yeah, within the
'Cause-
first few weeks, there were like,
I know.
I want to say 6 or 7.
Tao went week 1, Cyber Tao.
Mm-hmm.
Then Janimba
Nam did.
Tambourine did week 1
Yeah.
because he took out like 3/4 of a team.
Here, let me
Yeah.
look in the archives and pull this up so we have actual evidence.
Ooh.
I know. I'm trying to think because I know
I
Kid
thought-
Buu was.
I thought we were just opinions and
Kid
stuff. I
Buu,
didn't
No.
know we use facts.
There was, like, where we were at right now, there were 3.
Okay, Tambourine.
Tambourine, Cyborg Tao, and Tapion within the first 3 weeks.
It was still pretty impressive, but yeah, we're just now we have what? We have 3 now or 4 this season.
If Yamcha makes it, we will have 4.
That's good.
Yeah, and I think only Yamcha is the new elite.
Yeah.
And Gohan.
And Majub.
Majub wasn't an elite last year.
Wasn't it?
None
I
of
thought
my
he was.
guys were elite.
Wow,
They got extremely
Majib got close. Yeah.
Especially in that match against the Super Saiyans, where only 2 of my people took down their team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devilman
Oh.
was so close to it last week. 15,000 points away before Elite, Devilman was, or something like that.
He was within a B2, I know that.
Yeah, he was just like, Devilman, you are so close to Elite. Why?
It
Yeah,
looks
still.
like I need to take back everything I said, because not even Jace was an elite member. Jeez.
Wasn't really?
No, he wasn't an elite member. He
Thought he got
was
Elite.
good. He
Yeah,
got
he
close.
was amazing.
Yeah,
Really, wow.
well,
I thought Jace was.
I don't know.
I know Fasha was, I know Kid Buu was. Fasha went Elite against the Blades last season.
Yeah, week 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Basically,
Yep.
almost soloed the Blades.
yeah, her and 18 did.
Sort of like, I won't bring it up, I'm sorry.
At least there were 3 people that went against my team.
Yeah.
And
But-
not that they were needed, but they were.
But yeah,
Yeah.
part of it, at least the builds that we've seen so far and the characters that we've seen become elite so far, or even close to it, are on stable builds that have been around at least a full season, so they know what they're doing. They're not experimenting. So they know that these are solid. Plus, the teams that they've been going up against have either been countered by these characters or they've just destroyed them, basically.
Yeah, it's funny if Gotenks had done a little bit more damage, they'd both have been gone elite because they were both rather close. Trunks and Goten.
Unfortunately, whenever Goten hits the field, he cannot be elite.
Gotenks, yeah.
Yes, Gotenks. So
Makes sense. Damage is how is that damage split between those two?
What basically happens is I'm given the Gotenks damage, and then I split it between Goten and Trunks. And then whatever damage is done before they transform into Gotenks is added. Like,
basically,
let's
they
say,
have to do 200k damage in order to get elite.
well, even if Gotenks did 200k damage, Gotenks did the damage, not Trunks and Goten.
Yeah.
So they're not elite.
So, ha!
Yeah. There is no way that we can do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because
Fair, but
fusions just skew the numbers so much. We tried that last season in the very beginning, but
yeah, that's right.
Immediately Gotenks was elite and he was top of the line throughout the preseason and for 2 weeks of the main season, and then we said, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
So it is unfair to all the other teams if we were going to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They did 100
He did 180.
180, yeah. It was like...
Yeah, he was close to, if we were doing it that way, he was close to becoming elite. But
yeah,
unfortunately, no.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, yes. I believe that is all of the Z questions for this week. Please ask us any more questions that you have for next week.
Mm-hmm. And now on to predicting the matches for next week. First up, we have match 1, the Saiyans at the Gohans. What do you guys think?
I think if the Gohans can keep doing and going up on this like progressive scale of skill that they've been showing, I think the Gohans will take this one.
Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, it's either way. I think it could be a close match as long as if they're both in top form. I could see it being a very close match either way.
Yeah, you also have to take into account that not only is Turles going to be in on the Saiyans, but also Saiyaman is going to be in on the Gohans. Which,
if Saiyaman can get back to what he was doing last season,
yeah, if Saiyaman can be doing what he was doing last season, and they bench, I don't know, Kid or Ultimate, then I can see them just completely stomping that match. Yep. Otherwise, it's going to be really close.
Yeah.
No, depends on who's Saiyan's bench too.
Turles is going to be in, but you have the choice of Raditz, Scouter Vegeta, Bardock, or Nappa.
Yeah.
I mean, and next week they are going against... Where are they going against? They're going against Cold.
Oh, that's right, it's Cold.
So...
I was looking 2 weeks ahead. Yeah. It's going to be a tough choice for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough set of matches.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see... I'll put my vote on Gohans in this one, just what they've been showing last week. And
yeah. I'm going to go with Saiyans.
Man, I'm going with Gohans.
All right. Now, on to match 2, Majins versus Vals. I'm pretty sure I know what Kaio is going to say.
He's going to say the Vals.
No, I'm tempted to because... No, actually, I'm going to go Majins. If I said the other thing, I would get yelled at. So I'm going to go with the Majins.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's another really good match.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a very tough match. The only thing I have going in my favor is that they're just coming off of a divisional match. They had to use their strongest team.
So Pan has to be in.
Yes, Pan has to be in.
Pan has their moments, though.
Yes, but Majin Vegeta has to be in this week.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a way better bench.
Oh, yeah.
And almost makes the loss this week worth it.
Oof, yeah.
No.
Although, you are playing at the glaciers.
Yeah, so the water could really screw you over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need energy.
It's not like your entire team is B2 based.
Didn't need any energy for that performance he had. Boba Fett isn't, technically.
Yeah.
Technically,
but he does a ton of B2s.
I'm quite happy with that. But no, I think this is going to be a very close match. I'm definitely not underestimating the Vals, especially with they're going to have one of their monsters in. So, I still have faith in my team, but it's not going to be easy at all.
It'll be hard no matter both you guys, either way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who to vote for in this one.
Just pick Majins.
I'll pick the Mavales. I'll pick both teams. Works. That way I'm always right no matter what.
I'm sorry, Kyle, but I'm going to have to choose the Vals because that's what I want the outcome to be.
It's fine. You remember that. You remember that in 5 more matches.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, the water is going to be a factor for you, but you also have Majin Vegeta, so it can be really close. I just want the Vals to win.
Nah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So yes, on to match 3, I believe.
Super Saiyans versus the Blades.
Super Saiyans.
Super Saiyans.
Super Saiyans. Okay, next one. We have Dragon Ball Warriors versus Cold.
Wait.
Talk about the match.
No. It's fine.
No, while the Blades did look impressive last week, it's the Super Saiyans.
They have to have
and they
Yajirobe
took
in this
down
week.
Cold.
And yeah, they have to have Yajirobe in, which, again,
I mean, unless you start spamming those sensu beans.
yeah, he's quote-unquote their best character, so...
Yajirobe is really, really good, but they still seem like they're struggling with, like, Tao. He did great the last week, but he still seems like they're still struggling with his build for some reason.
Yeah.
He's not as amazing as he was last season.
No, I don't know. I'm not quite sure why.
I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah,
I mean,
so...
Janemba is still strong. Tapion seems to be back in form. So, yeah, no, either way, I think it should be a good match. Either way.
Oh, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. Now, on to match 4. We can move on, right?
Yes, now we can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. On to match 4. Dragon Ball Warriors versus Cold.
They
I
have
think
to
I
have really Goku and Metacooler in.
Yeah, but with how good Metacooler looked 2 weeks ago, I'm going with Cold.
Yeah, that's true. If they fixed Metacooler, oof, that'd be dangerous.
Yeah. Well, he is extremely dangerous right now. Ooh.
Oh, without a doubt. I think last week was just a misstep because they were against the Super Saiyans.
Yeah.
Losing to them is like saying, oh, you lost to the best team that we've had for a couple seasons.
Also, their rotation kind of derped. Honestly, if Frieza came in against N Vegeta, it would have probably been a completely different match.
Yeah.
Because Finger Beams beat out Barrages so well.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So I'm a vote for Cold, but I can still see DB Warriors pulling it out, especially if Nam does a repeat performance and Tao does a repeat performance what it did this last week.
Yeah, they're gonna have a mountain to climb, but DB Warriors can do it. But I'm gonna vote for Cold.
Yeah,
because I am not the least bitter about them getting early Goku. On to the next match.
Ginyu Force versus Namek.
Namek.
Ginyu
can be really good, but I still think Namek's got this one.
It depends on who they start.
Guldo has to be in for Ginyu.
Yes, I understand that, but who they bench?
Yeah.
And if early Piccolo starts, and if they decide to actually take advantage of that. Because early Piccolo starting 3 weeks in a row could very well be their tell that, hey, early Piccolo is going to be our starter period.
Yep.
Please put Draconic Aura.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Birder with Draconic Aura against him?
Oh, that would be
good
deadly.
God.
Goodbye, early Piccolo.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna say Namek, and I still think.
Yeah, I'm not counting Ginyu out.
No,
but I think that Namek has shown, at least in the past couple of weeks, how insane they can be.
Yes,
I have to go with the Ginyu Force, just because I think we've seen them get better each week, and they've been so close. I think this is the week.
Guldo to work consistently.
Mm-hmm.
If they just have him do a killing blow instead of flying around for 5 minutes, that'll work too.
Yeah.
I think Ginyu. I'm going with Ginyu Force.
It's definitely not because he used to be the Ginyu coach. It's definitely not.
Do you know how much I hated the Ginyus while I had them because they did nothing I wanted them to do?
I know. Yes, I'm well aware how much I hated them, KO.
Yeah. What? There's a reason I jumped at the chance to go to a different team. Yep. But no, I actually do think that under their new coach, he's really getting the hang of the Ginyu Force. For having them for more than one season, he's getting the hang of them, and I think it's really starting to show off. And I'm hoping this is the week that they just explode. And
they are a very hard team to build for. They have so many problems they have to work around, and everything's figured out. But if Ginyu can keep doing what he was doing, if they can get Goldal to work,
Yeah. I think one of their biggest redeeming qualities is the fact that every single one of them has a max power mode B1.
Yeah, sadly, some of them just take forever to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I mean, Jace is super quick. Birders is pretty quick. But then you got Raccoons and Ginyus and Goldos, which are not.
Yeah.
And if Raccoon stops eating B2s, they'll be in good shape too.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But
I
yeah,
think the match will come down to the wire while Raccoon will actually eat a B2 and lose it again.
that
Or
would be unfortunate.
or he actually wises up and dodges, and then they win.
watch
That's
him
how
try
I think it will do.
No. Watch him try to grab and plant the B2.
That might be what he was trying to do last week.
Hey, if you can do that to a train in Final Fantasy, you can do it to a B2 in Dragon Ball Z League.
All right, anyways, match 6, Muscle versus Rugrats.
Oh. Ooh.
I want
I
Rugrats
really
to win,
depends
so
on-
that is my choice.
Oof, that's a hard one.
As much as I want the Rugrats to win, I think with Muscle getting Bojack back,
Ooh.
and the Rugrats,
Yeah.
have they sat Goten or Trunks yet?
No.
Nope.
That's going to have to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, last
mean-
season they didn't even do that till the very end.
Yeah, I
a
mean,
bit of
granted, I don't know if they can wait that long
they're up
because
against Earth Defenders 5. Yeah.
Yeah, after Muscle is Earth Defenders, so
I think this might be the first week we see a Gotenks-less Rugrats. And
Yeah,
that's
we could.
really going to be a big thing. Because they put a lot of time and effort into Gotenks. So it's really going to be interesting for those, 6 weeks when they can't
Yeah.
have Gotenks in?
yeah.
And
They have to get Jichigoku working again.
Yeah, he
If-
did okay.
Yeah.
yeah, but it still wasn't like last season.
Well, he was in a different form last season. He shouldn't have been changed for that fucking form.
No, we should say it's Super Saiyan 3, but
Yep.
yeah. Because think about it. A character who by default could come out and punch through Power Body.
Which would have been so advantageous this season. Oh,
Yeah, can you imagine if he had went up against Melee against 17 in that form?
yeah. 17 would have been trashed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think Muscle, since they're going to have Bojack, who was starting to actually spam ultimates a bit.
Yeah.
I think-
Again.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Bojack
think
is-
Muscle.
Yeah,
is my
I'm
vote.
going to vote for Muscle.
Well,
But I think
I am
Rugrats
going
still
to
have a
stay
good
with
chance.
Rugrats because I want Rugrats to win to beat out Muscle, so that I have the chance to make the comeback.
Speaking of Earth Defenders.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, Bird, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Yamcha can do that again. Eesh. But then again, the problem is without you taking charge, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a factor this week.
Yeah, so I might
So,
have to say boo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go with ED because I have faith that your team isn't completely useless without you.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. There's 12 of them, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, too many
Yeah.
cooks can spoil the pot, though.
Yeah, that is true.
It just entirely depends on who boosts it and how they how their lineup goes.
Yep.
And depending on who you guys say, I think Earth Defenders, with how great of a performance you had last week,
Yeah.
I think Earth Defenders has this.
Especially if Yamcha keeps up that performance.
Mhm.
And mid Goku continues to be mid Goku.
Yeah. I'm sad though. He's only thrown out one ultimate so far this season.
Yeah, but it hit.
Yeah.
It
But
didn't.
he's.
Not against you guys.
I thought it did.
No, all of the B2s hit.
It's Kamehameha hit.
I
Could have sworn
No,
I
it
I'm-
need to watch
no,
that match again.
I'm 90% sure the instant Kamehameha hit.
No. Angry Kamehameha is mine.
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, no, it didn't.
Yeah, that missed.
Yeah.
There's too many Gokus. They're easy to confuse.
There's too many Kamehamehas.
Yeah, too many Gokus.
Yes.
All of them need to be on my team. Just give them to me. Because I will fix them.
Except
I'll
for
make
early
them better.
Goku.
No. I know the AIs that early Goku needs to be on. Okay. I have done over 30 tests with him. I know him inside and out.
Bounce,
Okay.
Wow, wow.
Bow.
But yeah, I think it'd be a close match no matter how it goes. Yeah, it depends a lot on what Boo does.
yeah, it depends
Especially Kid Buu.
greatly on what Boo does and
Ooh,
who
they-
they bench.
And they have to have Ubin, so
Yeah.
Uba's
They have to have Ubin.
amazing.
Plus, they have to fight Namek next week as well. So that's going to be a hard bench for them as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah. And we have to fight the Rugrats. So I hope my team makes the right decision.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard choice either way.
Yep.
Both of you guys have hard couple weeks.
Yep.
I'm gonna stick with my vote, but yeah, I could easily see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with ED because I have faith in my team. Gotta have faith.
Yeah, I'm ED as well.
And that's the end. Don't you talk about match 8.
But Androids versus Dirt, man. Come on, man. You got this. You got this.
Okay, I will say this. The support team for Derp is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They will be talking throughout the week, and we'll all be analyzing the team. So I'm never going to count Derp out, my own team out. I will vote for my team, but even if we win, it's going to be one hell of a hard fight.
Yeah, I hope you guys do, man. Not only to take the androids down a peg, but I'm sorry for bringing this up again to redeem yourself for last week.
But
because I know you can do it. I know you can.
And we're bringing Salsa back in, who I know people don't like him, but
Salsa is good.
One day, people, you will fear him. One day, Salsa will be feared. Promise. But no, I think we have a chance. It's just we can work around some problems.
Yeah.
Androids.
Last week when I was against Derp, I was thinking that they were going to bench the champ. So I thought that Salsa would be in and we would just get wrecked. That's what I thought would happen. Salsa is not a guy to go, oh, hey, we don't need to worry about him. It's like doing what I did against Namek, thinking that early Piccolo was not going to be a factor in the match. If you think Salsa isn't going to be a factor in the match, you need to rethink your goddamn match.
We've learned with Salsa, he is good on any AI you put him on.
Yes.
On the testing.
Mm-hmm.
And testing.
And testing.
Oh, yes. Salsa is that way. If only he would just stack his B1.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Well, I personally have faith in you, Durangel, so I'm going to vote for Derp. Kyle?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. As much as I love Derp and I like you as a coach, yeah, no. After seeing what Cell and Android 17 and Jiro did to Gotenks last week, I think your only hope is that they underestimate you and sit either Cell or 17.
Well, Ader has to be in, so it's automatically a weaker team.
Yes.
Ader's still really good.
Yeah. And I don't think 19 really can do his grabby on androids.
No, he can't.
But do anything.
But that also means that Jiro can't do the same to 19.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. And that's a pretty evil team.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Devilman's ultimate against villains is scary.
Stupid. Oh god, if it hits Cell,
30k damage.
Oh.
If it hits anyone on that team except for 8, 30k damage.
Yep.
Now that's a game changer.
That is without Super Plus, isn't it?
I believe it maxes out. It will not go any higher than that with bonuses.
Because I've seen it go to 39, 99, 99, 99. Yeah.
Damn.
Against Frieza, Final Form Frieza.
Oh god, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
One hit, almost it's a death to a character.
It leaves you at 1 HP. Just like early Goku's, or no, mid Goku's Spirit Bomb.
Yep. God, man, can you imagine if he did that to his entire team?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hi, 17. Bam.
Hello, character. I'm going to do basically everything that I need to do in 1 second. Boom. Yeah. Just like, it's like Bros Kamehameha, but better.
Yeah, well, yeah, it has a very, much less chance of hitting.
Yeah. I mean,
no man likes to snipe for whatever reason. On the other hand, his rush move has good range to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And tracks. Oh.
Yes. Even his forekick isn't that weak. So.
Yeah. No, anyways, I do believe that we are starting to get past we're starting to go on, and time is running short. I have lunch, so
I need to eat before I have to go to bed and wake up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Is there anything that you guys feel that we should address that we have not addressed this day?
If there are any questions on the forums, since Rebel is taking a break, feel free to message me, Kaio, on the forums, and I will be glad to try to do my best to answer any questions that you might have.
We're all here to answer questions if need be.
Yeah. Kyle specifically is going to be my diplomat, because sometimes I say stupid things.
What?
So, also, I need the diplomatic immunity, so
yes,
I need the
job. But yeah, plus the fact that I'm taking on all of these responsibilities and everything for the meantime, before I'm able to actually shirk a lot of these to other people to shift them, I'm just going to want you guys to run everything through Kaio, which will eventually trickle to me. Okay?
You guys, and for anything related to builds, talk to me.
Yes.
It will eventually get back to me if you talk to Burn or someone else, but bring it to me.
Yeah. If there is a build change or anything, make sure to tell Derangel. Period.
And yeah, and it's mentioned before, but please do not post multiple builds.
Yes.
It makes things confusing for everyone involved.
Mm-hmm.
And if a build is editing, let me know, and I will edit the build so it gets changed.
Yes.
Just make sure to let me know before the last second.
Yeah. All right, gents. I do believe that will end the Zcast.
Indeed.
Is there anything
What,
else?
forever?
No. Just for this week.
Oh,
we will
okay.
be back next week at the hopefully
Same bat
the
time?
usual time.
Same bat channel?
Yes, same bat time, same bat channel. I will see you guys later. Say goodbye, everyone.
Have a good one.